everyone, it's me, Vanessa. I want to make a video for my week 127 post-op VSG surgery. Back in January of 2014, I was at my highest weight of 280 pounds. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on March 13th of 2017 at 235.2 pounds. And as of this morning, I'm sitting right at 152, which is a loss of 1.4 for the week, a total loss in surgery of 83.2 pounds, and a loss from a highest weight of 128 pounds. So I'm moving back in the right direction. Last week was one of those, I goofed and I fixed the mistake that I had made, and I just did exactly what I was supposed to do, got right back on track. This past weekend I ran my half marathon, which I'll share more about that in a minute. But I fed my body what it needed during the week. I didn't enjoy treats until about Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday I enjoyed a few treats. I did something different though this week that I normally did not do in the past, and I allowed a few treats here and there if I wanted them during the week. There was time where I had a cookie or I had a piece of chocolate. I buy those Scream eggs from Cadbury, and so I had one of those one night. So I was able to lose weight with doing that and also eating healthy. So I'm kind of trying that out again this week and seeing how that goes and see if I can get below 150. I noticed if I lose too quickly, my hunger comes back really, really strong. And then I have the problem again with the just overindulging. And so I'm trying to learn that balance throughout the week, because I am, even though I'm trying to make my maintenance range between 145 to 150, and right now my maintenance is 150 to 155, I'm still in maintenance even though I'm trying to lower that range, if that makes sense. So I'm not really, yes, I'm focused on losing weight because I want to get under 150, but my calories don't need to be that drastic just to lose 5 pounds. So that's my main focus. And because I only have really 5 pounds to lose, I still want to eat maintenance calories. I just want to focus on the quality of the food that I'm eating. So majority of the time I'm eating healthy foods compared to eating more junk food on the weekend on my treat days. I want to try to balance it out to where I have a good balance throughout the week and not a designated time that I do it. So I'm gonna see how that works. And that's the thing with this journey, is trial and error. We need to try things to see if they work. If they work, we keep doing them. If they don't, then we need to change it and make a change and do something different. So everything is going well as far as that. So that I'm very happy. Goals for this week is to continue, like I said, with the diet, making sure that, I'm eating healthy majority of the time and I enjoy treats here and there. But also I am going to be completing phase 1 of Morning Meltdown 100, which I have my little calendar back there. So I've completed 15 workouts so far, and I'm going to make it to 20 this Friday. So that is my goal for this week. And then because I finished my half marathon, I want to continue running, but my distance won't be as long now. So I'm going to be doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. I really liked doing the 30-minute runs. So I'm gonna continue doing those throughout the whole year. And then on Saturdays will be my focus of either a 5K or a 10K. And my goal is to do 5Ks majority of the time, and then maybe once a month to do a 10K. So that I'm excited about. Now, as far as my half marathon, this is the big thing that I had trained for. I have here, they got us a swag t-shirt, so I have that for my half marathon. And I ran the half at Ramstein Air Base over here in Germany. And then I also got a little bag, swag bag. It's one of those little small bags. So this is what I'm very proud of right here. This medal is heavy. But I have my medal for my half marathon, and I have the date here, which was August 17th of this year. And you guys, I'm already planning on the next one. I'm ready. I'm ready to train next year. I'm not gonna be one of those right now who, just because in my area, we can't run all year because it gets really cold in the winter. So my goal is to do 1 half marathon a year. And then when we get back to the US, depending on how the climate is, I might change it to 2 half marathons a year, or I don't know, I might try a full marathon, who knows? But training for this half, so I use the Jeff Galloway training program. His is a walk-run one, but I just ran it. And I like how it was only 3 days a week compared to a lot of the programs were like 4 days a week or 5 days a week of running. So this is straight up 3 days a week that allowed me to also do my Beachbody programs. And so I did that, and I made sure that I, you know, if I was overtraining or if I felt like I was doing too much, I just scaled back some. And then I also, there were a few times where on vacation, I would nix out that whole week. If I'm like gone, I'm not going to continue running. So I would take that break that week and then get right back to training where I left off when I get back. There was no starting over in training because I already had conditioned. I'm pretty much like, after this winter, when I take my break for about 2 months, I can jump right back into a mile and then just build up to where I am right now. It's not one of those things where I have to do Couch to 5K again over and over and over again if I take a longer break from running. Just because muscle memory, my body knows exactly what it feels like to run. I'm still continuing my Beachbody workouts, so I'm doing HIIT training, weight training, other cardiovascular movements. So I'm doing things that helps with cardio endurance. So that I'm not too worried about. So that's my goal there. But with this half marathon, I did the Jeff Galloway program. It's about 14 to 17 weeks, depending on, you know, like how you're doing it. Mine was 15 weeks because the longest run is 12.5 miles. The longest I ran was 11 miles. And that's because half marathon is 13.1. I didn't want to run 3.5 miles. And then during my race was like, oh, I only have, you know, half a mile left. I wanted to focus on 11 miles was the max for training. And then I wanted to feel and experience what it was like and is like to run 13.1 miles for the race. And so that, I'm happy that I made that call. It was a hard one because I was like, well, what if my body doesn't react well, that type thing. But everything went well. I actually did really well. And then I did hit my wall at 11 miles because my body had never experienced mileage after that. And I did buy, and these things are so helpful for those who are into long distance running, and especially us bariatric people who can't carb load as much as a normal person can. These goo gels are amazing. This one right here is one of my favorites, and this is caffeine free, and then you have the caffeine ones. This one's okay, vanilla bean. I like the strawberry banana, that one's my favorite. And then the salted caramel. So those are the two that I really like. But you have to keep in mind that you need to drink water with these because they're concentrated. So I had one of these about 4 miles in, and I should have had my second one about like 9 miles in, and I didn't. And I noticed around mile 11, my calves started cramping. I pushed through. I did not get another gel, which I should have. Pushed through, and when I was finished with the 13.1 miles, you guys, my calves cramped so bad. It was so uncomfortable. There was a good like 15 minutes. I just kept walking around in a circle, trying to stretch my calves. It was awful. So that was a mistake that I made. Next time I know I'm definitely going to be doing both gels, not just one, because these gels have sodium in them. They obviously have sugar, carbs, but the sodium really helps too. And so I should have had the other one. I did bring a belt that had water, so I was drinking water during the stations. They also had Gatorade, but I was also drinking my water throughout the run, so that was helpful. And just running at my own pace. So I was doing between like 11 to 12 pace, and I noticed when I started cramping at the very end, around 11, my pace went all the way up to like 14 minutes pace. So that, I could have done better. So I did the whole race. I believe it was 2 hours and 47 minutes. I believe that's right. So everything went beautifully. I was so proud of myself. I was so happy. I was exhausted after, of course, and my whole body ached. I was so sore, especially my hips, but it was doable. It was totally doable. I'm glad that I started training in April, and that is my goal for next year, is to start training in April. And my husband actually promised he's gonna run this one with me, this next one. So I'm excited, you guys. I'm officially a runner. I really enjoy the running, and I'm gonna continue until my body tells me I can't do it anymore. You guys, I'm the fittest I have been in my entire life. I would never have run, even when I was younger, and at a healthy weight, because I never conditioned. I hated running at first because I never tried it. I never practiced, and I never was consistent. I would do my 1.5 miles that I had to do for the military, and that was it. You know, I would train a few months before I had to do it, and then I would hate every minute of it, and then I would run that 1.5 miles, and then I wouldn't run anymore. Now I'm so consistent with it. I run every single week, and I do about 6 miles a week. Obviously, when I'm training for the half, I do more, but I'm consistent with it, and I enjoy it. And this is my meditation. This is when I'm on the trails, and I'm just thinking about things, and I'm singing to myself, and I'm just, you know, just being in the moment. And this is the one thing that I found in my life, that I can actually, you know, just be me and just think about things and set goals and just use that time as me time. And I love it. I really love it. And so it's something that I can see myself doing very often. And yeah, half marathon. I ran a freaking half marathon. But I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm doing well. Still working in the getting under 150. I've finally just woken up and said, I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to restrict. I'm just going to do it the healthy way. And it's working. It's definitely working. My head's in the game. I'm going to get it done. So you guys take care. Have a great week. And I will see you all next Monday. And I'm trying to think of what I'm going to make the video about. Maybe about my phase 1 experience with MM100, and I'll let you guys know about how everything's going. So far, I'm down 2.4 with this program, and I've been in for 3 weeks. And so, yeah, I'm excited. So you guys take care. See you next Monday. Bye for now.